And we're back. So Sadler just made off with Ashley. Again. Although he actually came out and did it himself this time, so you know. Things must be getting desperate for him to do things himself. Oh, what do I got here? Our plan. Because that agent, we lost Chief Mendez and Ramon. Nevertheless, everything will proceed according to plan. I must admit, however, the loss of my loyal men is a bit disheartening, but I will deal with it. Replacing that loss will not come easy. I must choose wisely, for the Plaga reflects the conscience of their hosts. If chosen poorly, they could betray me. I need men who will swear their allegiance to me. I've learned my lesson when Sarah betrayed me. I will not make the same mistake again. In this important hour, I cannot and will not have anyone stand in my way. Alright. I'm going to go put a bullet in his knee. So here's a weird thing. This is the only time in the game where a cutscene happens during a non-transition, a non-loading area.
He's not making it easy. The sample?
Sadler's got it. It seems he sniffed out our little game.
Perfect.
Just so we understand each other clearly, I don't trust you, nor does Wesker. If you try to do anything clever, I will kill you.
Is that so? You know, I met Wesker long before you.
We'll see soon enough if you did.
That's...
Yeah, we'll see.
That's not something you can... That's not a combat, Krauser. What? But yeah, like, oh, we're on the other side now, but this isn't a loading door or anything, it's just a standard door. And it's the only time it happens in the game, it's really weird. Alright, let's see where we've got to go on the map. Oh, here's the knife fight. Which was so cool when we first saw it, and now it's just tiresome. There's that. Okay, there's that boss area. I don't remember what this is. Wait, no, I remember what this is actually, yeah. That area. The last regenerator will be there. So yeah, this is our ultimate goal, this door. Looking at the map here, we can probably get there in this session, and if we can get there in this session, we can finish the game. So we might actually finish the game this session. Let's do this. It's been such a journey. We've learned so many things. We've grown as people. Put you there. Yeah, that's okay. Do we start as we mean to go on? That wasn't too bad. Crossbow guys are around. I know it, I can feel it. I can definitely feel it now. What are you doing dodging? Haha. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I hope he's dead. There's still people shooting me with crossbow bolts? Oh, that is not fair. I'm gonna pay for that. Yeah. I wonder what death count's at right now. For the sake of the playthrough, we do have to add 2 for the castle area. Because the game won't be registering them because of that crash. I think we're doing pretty well actually. We're struggling a bit near the start, and then the start of the castle. In fact, it wasn't near the start; it was late in the village. Yeah, but then the castle, start the castle. I think we're doing pretty well since then. I've said that now, and this is going to go horribly. I'm going to die a dozen times. I can feel it, but you know. For now, we're riding high. Oh, this area. God, this whole sequence was legendary when this game came out. I remember that. It looks so cool, and I remember I thought it was really cool. And now I'm just sick of it. But let's get a look at what it actually is. Yeah, let me pull out my knife, not my gun. So quick time events have appeared peppered throughout the game here and there.
Long time, comrade. Krauser. I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You got John quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
This whole thing with Krauser's kind of weird, because like Leon's supposed to know Krauser, but this is our introduction to him, and we have no idea who he is.
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Oh yeah, I died in a crash too. Oh, I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. And the worst part about this entire sequence is you cannot skip any of it. You die anywhere here, you have to replay the entire thing. So I was saying, yeah, died in the crash 2 years ago. I was like, I have no idea who you are, Krauser. Dark Side Chronicles did later come along to give a bit more backstory to Krauser. Didn't really matter.
Krauser. I died in a
Nobody
crash
really
2
cared.
years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You got John quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What does that mean? We both know where we come from.
What do you want?
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Yeah, I bet you that time.
Leave Ashley out of this.
Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
You got her involved just for that?
It's just weird to decide, let's have a knife fight.
Umbrella. Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade.
Now, if you fail that part, that's actually probably one of the more
Ada!
uncomfortable deaths, because the knife just goes in slowly and it's really...
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
You may be able to prolong your life, but it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
He shouldn't do one-liners, he's terrible at them.
You knew each other?
Seriously. prolong
it's
your
about
life,
time you
can't
told me
escape
the
your
reason
inevitable
why
death.
you're
What?
here.
Maybe some other time.
At least Sadler's here to
Enjoy
talk
the
some sense.
reunion with your old friend.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Wonderful. I wouldn't want my special guests on the island feeling unattended.
Guess I'm supposed to thank you, right?
Ah, I have an idea. Since you're here, why don't I introduce you to it? It should keep you busy.
Can't remember the name, huh? A senior moment, perhaps.
Oh. Enjoy the fun.
I love the back and forth between Leon and Sadler. It's great. Yeah, like back when this game first came out, we all thought the whole it's a cutscene full of QTEs, and we all thought it was so cool. It was like a knife fight that was really cool and everything. And now, like after so many QTEs in so many games, it's just tiresome. And it's not even because of other series, like Resident Evil ruined QTEs for itself. RE5 did horrible things with QTEs. And then 6 continued that trend. And I'm completely not talking about this laser corridor. It's like, oh yeah, hey, remember that bit from the movie with the lasers? That one memorable bit from the first movie. That was not. That was ridiculous. Like, he runs up the wall and backflips off. This is not Prince of Persia. And like, to be fair, the game doesn't take itself seriously. I mean, immediately after you can just do this. And there's a similar bit in RE5 where you can sit down on a chair and Chris is just all brooding and serious about it, and it really highlights the difference between the two games. The RE4 was just having fun, while RE5 is just so overly serious to the point of it being comical. Don't get me wrong, RE5 is a solid game, especially if you play it with a friend. It's really fun. But the tone is just... I'm going to have to use some of those herbs, or combine them. We'll have to see. We gotta look at the map again. So we got this whole area. There's a few enemies here, but then immediately into here. I never realised how close these two areas were to each other. Luis's memo number 4. I'll report my findings about the Plagas here. The Plagas have 3 distinct characteristics. As mentioned previously, the Plagas have the ability to manipulate the behavioural patterns of their hosts. Number 2, the Plagas are social organisms. By this I mean that instead of living individually, they live in perfect social harmony. It is believed that they have a collective intelligence. This type of behaviour can be seen amongst insects such as ants and bees. Bees and ants. However, this kind of social behaviour is rarely seen among parasitic organisms. Perhaps it was a learned behaviour by the Plagas. I'm finding out if this has any relationship with their first characteristic, which was manipulate behavioural patterns. Number 3, the Plagas have exceptional adaptation skills. They are able to live off many kinds of organisms by creating a symbiotic environment quickly. If it's symbiotic, then that's not really parasite, is it? Symbiotic relationship requires both organisms contributing to the continued function of the other, but the parasite overrides the well-being of the organism it is within for its own survival. I'm pretty sure it doesn't make sense. Parasites living in creating a symbiotic environment. This ability, when combined with their social behaviours, allows them to interact intelligently between hosts, regardless of the host organism. I am ashamed to admit that my pure fascination with the plagas, in hindsight, has blinded me to the true research objectives of the Los Illuminados. Even with the knowledge that Sadler was going to abuse the results of these experiments, I could not pull myself away from my research. As a result, I am just responsible for this whole mess as he is. I see now that I was wrong, but can I stop their evil plans alone? And the answer is no, he's dead now. There you go. Ooh, red herb.
Welcome. Got some rare. What are you buying? Is that? Thank you.
127,000. We could do that. Although we have a boss fight coming up, so saving the Magnum for that is a good idea. We can get some use and then actually use the capacity upgrades properly.
What are you selling?
Yeah, we'll do that. I think the third piece of this is coming up soon.
Ah, is that all? Thank you.
Yeah, because I don't want to throw money into upgrading the Magnum's capacity when I will not... I'm pretty sure I won't have enough for the final upgrade, the exclusive upgrade. Take a sippy of my hot chocolate. This area. Hopefully I remember the layout. Is that a yellow herb? Is it? Yeah. And since I'm not at full health anyway... Yeah, that's a good idea. And I think I'm at max now. Yeah. That's all good. Why is this here? What is the purpose of it? I mean, this is just a great thing about RE4. There's just so much weird, random stuff that's just here for no reason. It's amazing. Meanwhile, RE5 ends on in a volcano, and you know,
Ashley,
still totally serious. There's like,
what is that?
he's surprised that they found the tracking bug though. Beeping super loud. So this is, I think it's called U3. It's actually horrifying. Excuse me. Yep. Like this is straight up a monstrosity. I love the horrible design of it though. Like, it's not particularly concise or memorable or anything, but just looking at it is really, it's a really horrible looking thing, and I really like that. Well, I'm sure we won't be seeing that guy again. Oh no! Who could have predicted that the boss fight would not be over yet? Yeah. Oh no 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 no! Excuse me. Okay, I'll press the other one, get past you, excuse me, thank you, bye bye. Press this button. Let's get out of here, yeah, excuse me. Sell the TMP ammo later. Maybe this time we won't see him again. He said sarcastically. Okay. Another horrible looking monster becomes even more horrific. Ugh. Oh. I don't remember the blades being covered in blood. Is that something that's only in the GameCube? Oh, that's not good. Oh, that was nasty. Let me just get a couple of these. I'll get you. I'll put you there. Oh. Yeah, I do not remember the blade jaw thing being covered in blood. Because that looks... Alright, let's try and get around him now. That looks horrific. Uh-oh. Excuse me, thank you. Don't get me. I'll have to check later, see whether or not that actually... Oh, he can get in here. He can send his claws down in there. His blade mouth. I'll have to check later to see if it actually is covered in blood in later version. But oh no, there it is. The blood seems to have disappeared there. Huh. That's interesting, because that was really nasty when it was covered in blood. Because like it just burst out of its back. That was really cool. Well, thank God that's over. It didn't take that much for us to do. It's nice of them to give us this little restock here, just in case you did actually use anything against it, and then we'll just head for this door nice and calmly, and... Oh no... Yeah, you see it's not covered in blood anymore, it's kind of neat. Yeah, I am stocked up on Magnum ammo. Let's see, I want you to come past here. Because I am not using... Ouch. I am not using Magnum ammo on barrels. Well, if we don't burn through all these resources during this fight, then we'll actually be pretty well off. Uh-oh. Nice. Oh, the head's dead. Nice. That's a really neat thing about this boss fight. You deal enough damage to it and the head just dies. So that's really... Oh, I pressed that. It's really cool. It's not like the blade mouth is just in charge. Got one more shot and I don't want to reload it again after this. And de-equip the scope. There we go. Not reloading the Magnum was a good choice. $50,000. So now if we go and get the capacity upgrade, I think that'll be 10 free Magnum shots. So that's really good. We're doing really well with the Magnum now. And it's got one more capacity upgrade after that, I think. They're just loading me down with herbs, aren't they? I always hate using a green without a red. So if we head over here, we actually end up back on the other side of all of that. But the only thing here is this green herb. You can't even examine the bit of the wall that the U3 broke out of.